What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, undisputed, lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney. 28 wins, no losses, no draw. 15 wins by way of knockout. 23 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. He responds and weighs in to Mexican star lightweight title contender Isaac Pitbull Cruz. 23 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. 16 wins by way of knockout. 24 years of age, 5'3" with a 63-inch arm reach. Isaac Cruz is heading into a showdown with Eduardo Ramirez that's scheduled to take place September 4th of this year, okay? Next week. With that said, this upcoming Saturday, he will take on Eduardo Ramirez, who is 27 wins, 2 losses, and 3 draws. With that said, Yuriorkis Gamboa was his last opponent. Yuriorkis Gamboa, Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, Cuban superstar, Olympic gold medalist. Yuriorkis Gamboa was Isaac Cruz's last opponent. Isaac Cruz made a great showing in his last fight, getting the 5th round stoppage over Yuriorkis Gamboa, a common opponent of Devin Haney. Prior to that, though, he faced off against undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer Gervonta Davis. 27 wins, no losses, no draw. 25 big wins by way of knockout. 27 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, in which he lost a unanimous decision to Gervonta Davis, that being Isaac Cruz. That was December of 2021, okay? And he had a great showing. And in that fight, he made a name for himself. And then he capitalized on the Yuriorkis Gamboa fight because Devin Haney, he fought Yuriorkis Gamboa, outclassed him, outboxed him, dominated him, unanimous decision. Gervonta Davis fought Yuriorkis Gamboa, got an 11th round stoppage victory over Yuriorkis Gamboa. But Isaac Cruz was a late replacement for Gervonta Davis's, ironically, last opponent in lightweight star title contender, fellow stablemate, Rolando Rolly Romero, who is now 14 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 12 wins by way of knockout. He himself was knocked out. 26 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Gervonta Davis, that was his last opponent. But Gervonta Davis was previously scheduled to face off against Rolando Rolly Romero in December of 2021. But Rolly got pulled from the fight, okay? He was not able to continue with the fight because of some serious allegations, okay? And so Gervonta Davis ended up fighting Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Isaac Cruz, like I said, he had a good showing for himself in a competitive loss. And now Isaac Cruz is saying that he wants to face off against Gervonta Davis in a rematch. People were even saying that they thought Isaac Cruz won this fight. And now he's saying he wants to face off against Gervonta Davis in a rematch because he wants to become a world title. He wants to bring a world title back to Mexico. And so, obviously, that's simply not possible because Gervonta Davis is not a world champion, okay? So now, Devin Haney, he responds to these comments made by Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Cruz says, quote, "My goal is to face Tank Davis once again, bring a world title to Mexico City," in which Devin Haney, who holds all the belts, every single belt, he's the undisputed first 4 major sanctioned belt lightweight world champion in the history of sport of boxing, and he's the youngest 4-belt era world champion in the history of the sport of boxing. Gervonta Davis doesn't have a title, okay? And so, with that said, Isaac Cruz looking to fight Gervonta Davis to become a world champion and bring a title back to Mexico City is simply impossible. So Gervonta Davis, he had put up something because obviously there's a lot of talks of Gervonta Davis facing off against undefeated lightweight, junior welterweight, Mexican superstar title contender, King Ryan Garcia, who's 23 wins, no loss, no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 23 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. And Gervonta Davis, you know, people are saying, what's next? What's updates? What's going to happen? What's your next fight? There's talks it could possibly be in December, but obviously there's a huge hurdle and roadblock because Gervonta Davis is with the PBC, Premier Boxing Champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman, fights on Showtime with Showtime President of Sports Steven Espinosa. And Ryan Garcia, he signed to Olympic gold medalist, 5'6" division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who's turned promoter and founder of Golden Boy Promotion, Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya, and DAZN. So there's a huge issue there, okay? And so Gervonta Davis, he placed on his social media, you know, never ducking any threats, okay? And so obviously, you know, prior to his fight with Rolando Rolly Romero, he did an interview in which he was sat down with Brian Custer, and he told Brian Custer that he wanted to face off against Devin Haney because Devin Haney had a lot to say. And then he stated that I want to fight him next. That's who I want to fight. Should he win? Because Devin Haney fought a week after Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis fought May 28th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York against Rolly Romero. Devin Haney fought June 4th in the United States. It was actually June 5th in Australia. And he stated after his fight, should he be victorious for Undisputed, I want to fight him. He do a lot of talking, and he's an email champion, okay? And Devin Haney clearly won his fight against George Kambosos Jr., former unified lightweight world champion Australian star boxer, in which he pitched a shutout, dominating every single round against George Kambosos Jr. And Devin Haney, you know, obviously made it clear that he wants to fight Gervonta Davis, or he wants to fight Olympic gold medalist, two-time gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko, who is 16 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout, 34 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach, right? And he wanted to fight the two, but he had an immediate rematch clause to fight Kambosos. But obviously he was looking to face off against the best, which would have been Tank Davis. This all started tonight because of the comments of Isaac Cruz, and then we had said reporter who came out and said that Gervonta Davis is the king of the lightweight division, in which that sparked a lot of conversation and debate because Devin Haney's the undisputed champion, right? And so Tank Davis said he's not avoiding anybody, not tucking his tail, and people took it as he was talking about, you know, a risky fight possibly with Devin Haney or anybody else for that matter. Seems like to me that Gervonta Davis could have been talking about just personal life, everyday life, not necessarily talking directly to Devin Haney, okay, or anybody else, fighter Ryan Garcia or anybody else for that matter. But Devin Haney, he responds, he says, what WTF he's talking about, question mark, talking to Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Right, because what is Isaac Cruz talking about? It's not possible for him to fight Gervonta Davis in a rematch and bring a title to Mexico City because Gervonta Davis is not a world champion. And we have not heard anything that's coming from directly from Gervonta Davis and stating that he wants to fight with Devin Haney since he did that interview leading up to his fight with Rolando Rolly Romero. We've heard nothing from Gervonta Davis stating that he wanted to fight Devin Haney, okay? We've heard Devin Haney on numerous occasions say he would love to fight Gervonta Davis. Now, Devin Haney, he has the rematch clause with George Kambosos Jr., who is now 20 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 10 wins by way of knockout, 29 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach, 5'9" with a 68-inch arm reach, scheduled for October 15th back in Australia. So he has to satisfy that. And then it looks like he could be possibly on the course to face Lomachenko and get the fight that he was calling for. So that's a strong possibility that he could get the Lomachenko fight. Gervonta Davis is looking forward to Ryan Garcia. But for Isaac Cruz to say that he wants to fight Gervonta Davis is irresponsible, it's misleading, and it's confusing because fans actually think that, he can do so, right? And again, like I said, he made a massive name for himself just being competitive with Gervonta Davis because he didn't get knocked down and he didn't get knocked out. But this is an issue with this sport of boxing. It's just the sanction bodies cause way too much confusion within the sport of boxing. And the maneuvering and the fact that we have these separate sides of the street, this promotional company, this network, it's just too much. And it just causes more and more confusion to the casual boxing fans. So Gervonta Davis has never lost. He held the WBA super title at 130. Then he held the WBA regular title at 135 and 140, all simultaneously. So if he didn't lose in the ring, then how could he not be a champion to the casual boxing fan? Well, because there's so many different versions of the belts per weight class that he was a regular champion at 135, but Devin Haney is the super champion. So Devin Haney is the official champion. Essentially, what Gervonta Davis' title is a interim title. It's a title that highlights that he can be the mandatory to fight the actual champion. And so this confusion needs to be done away with, point blank and period. So with that said, Devin Haney responds and tells Isaac Cruz that's not possible because Gervonta Davis is not a champion. Tank Davis has put out that he's not tucking his tail and hiding from anybody. So hopefully we get to see the best fight the best, period. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like your shitty videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.